So that's why we have law. Some of us find it difficult to accept, not only accept, to live by, because a lot of these laws demand people to live almost like robots. You can't do anything right. You got to put the blink on. You got to, so we are human. We are emotional. We make mistakes, and that's fine. And the law will give you the space for that, because you always have that first or second go at being able to recover. But if there's 3, 4, 5, 6, then people start thinking, well, yeah, the essence, the essence can't change. And that's wrong, because it can, because your decisions can change. And that's where you guys together can help each other and listen to people that have gone through that part, where it's 1, 2, 3, 4 mistakes, but in the end they've made it. What was it about that helped them make it? That's the wonderful opportunity you guys have here, that you've got people that have gone through it and have made it. And each other, because you've got different stories. What was it about that part of your success? And you emulate that, because it's just a formula. Success is a formula, my friends. Look at Melbourne Storm. There's a formula. You can see it on the field, whether you like them or not. People follow rules, follow formula, and it works most of the time. And it works for our lives as well. But if everyone does what they want, then you get the bulldogs. Hey, I'm a Bulldogs fan, so I'm allowed to say that. So, but see what happens, and whether they want to or not, sure, there's also ability. You can say, yeah, well, they got a better 5/8, Storm have got a better 5/8 than, sure, but it's not that much difference, surely, come on. It's about the dynamic, it's about the rules, it's about the respect they have for the coach, for the game, for each other, and how, once you put a shirt on, how you behave, you know what I mean? And what you do and what you don't do. So you get mediocre players playing like they're great players. Why? Because of their mind, that's it. They know what to do. They know what they can and can't do, and they'll push the rules to the limit. You know what I mean? With the holding down or thing, just to limit, just to squeeze the last bit of advantage. But to do that, you need to practice it. And in life, to recover from an addiction, to recover from a past that you want to change, from habits that you've all adopted because you've wanted to, or because of the environment, or both. Regardless of that, doesn't matter. Like I said, it's your future that matters. If you practice the new decisions, the new life, the more you do it, the better you're going to get at it. The better you're going to get at it. Because it's just a matter of falling into the practice of it. It's just a matter of doing it again and doing it again. And eventually, everything we do, we will conquer. That's the beauty of the human mind. We adapt very easily. Like I said to you, if I were to go to the Amazons now, tomorrow, take a plane, I'll find it hard for the first day, the second day, the first week, the first month. I can guarantee you, after 3 months there, if I survive, I'll be down packed. In 3 months, you could survive anywhere on the earth. You know how long it takes to create a habit? Does anyone know how to create a new habit in your life? 12 weeks? Yep. How long? 27 days. Yeah, it's pretty much about that, about 27 days. With 12 weeks, what you do it second nature. It's second nature then. It's like, I'm right-footed, the coach telling me, look, Carlos, you're an all right 5/8, but you can't kick with your left foot. You've got 12 weeks to be able to kick with your left foot. I'll get it. In 12 weeks, I'll get the ball. My brain will go, hang on, no, go this way, bang. No. In 12 weeks, I'll get the ball and immediately I'll go, because this way. But after 27 days, I'll get the ball and go, oh, fuck. And then I'll still kick well, but that's what second nature is and that's what habit is. But after 27 days, if I kick the ball 250 times a day, which is roughly what you need, to be able to do that. 250 times a day, that's nothing. You bang, bang. Michael Jordan used to shoot 250 hoops a day when he was 12. Did you know that? You know Michael Jordan? Yeah, the basketball, yeah. He went to try it for the team and he didn't get in. And you know what he did? What do you think most people would do if you don't get into a team when you're 12? They'll go, oh, fuck, they don't know anything. And his dad was in the car. Oh, don't worry, son, they don't know shit. You know what I mean? Or whatever it may be. And they go, yeah, you've practiced enough. And you know what this kid did? And that's what the difference is between being great and being good. He thought, no, they're right. I'm not good enough. I'm going to shoot 500 hoops a day. And that's what he did. So bang, bang. So you get a 12-year-old kid with that mentality, I'll put money on right now, this guy's going to succeed. Guaranteed. Because he went like this with his finger. He didn't go like that. He went, this is my problem, not theirs, you know what I mean? And so after 12 weeks, we create second nature. I've done it left-handed. I was playing cricket and I injured my shoulder a few years ago. And here I was trying to brush my teeth. What, am I an idiot? I've got two arms. So I started with my left. Now I can brush it perfectly. I actually prefer it with my left. And you know, when you start and combing your hair, it's really tough with your other hand if you haven't used it. And it's better for my brain because, as you know, the brain has two hemispheres, left and right. The right side controls the left side of the body. The left side controls the right side of the body. The right side of your brain controls the left side of your body. If you're not doing much with this, your right side isn't as efficient as your left side, even your brain. And guess what? Your creative side is on your right side. That's why you get a lot of artists and a lot of great athletes that are left-handed, left-footed. They have a better balance. They have a better balance because they're still doing other things with their right hand. The rational side, mathematics, is on the left side, and so forth. And so that's a good little exercise for you. After 27 days, you create a habit. If you want to get up early, if you think you're not getting up early enough, within 10 days, you'll lock it in. 10 days. If you think that 7 is too late and you want to get up at 5 a.m., which you should be anyway, because it's one of the characteristics of successful people, getting up early. The number one thing, go on Google, YouTube, whatever. 10 things about successful people. Number one, getting up early. Done. 5 o'clock is about the right time. Why? Look at this fire. This is nature, right? If we were living somewhere else that wasn't a civilized society, whether it's in the Amazon or the desert, whatever, we'd be up with the sun and down with the sun. That's because it's, you know, we're not nocturnal animals. We're not owls. We perform better in the day. It's far better for us in the day. And I used to think I was nocturnal because when I was studying, you know, writing poetry and having a glass of wine with a candle and, you know, I feel all bohemian and great. I write some really crazy stuff. You know, it was good. But I would go to bed at 3 a.m., try to get up at 8. My mental health wasn't that good. And I realized when I changed that, I became a better writer when I got up at 5 because my brain was clear. I was convincing myself that I was a night writer. It wasn't. It wasn't. That was not true because it feels better that way, you know. It feels better. But also, because I lived in South America, everyone goes to bed very late, even kids, 10, 11. They eat at 10:30 p.m. over there. So I had to change my habits and so forth. But after 10 days, if you put the alarm on at 5, you've locked it in. That's how easy the brain is convinced of something. Why? Because it thinks you need that. That's why you put muscle on if you do this with a dumbbell every day and you add 5 kilos after a week. The reason why your muscle grows is because your body, your brain thinks that you need this muscle to survive. That's how you build muscle, because it thinks this is a survival thing. It's because I need more strength to bring down some fruit or whatever it may be. So that's why in sport, people condition themselves to different bodies. That's why 5'8" have a different body to a winger, or a tennis player, or a golfer, or a basketballer. And so their body was conditioned because it's what they do every day. So it helps, nature helps them to become better at what they do. So your brain's the same. Your brain thinks this is survival, I've got to get up early. I've got to think positive. I've got to make good decisions. I've got to treat people nice. I've got to stay away from any drama that arises my way. And if you lock that in, your brain's going to help you. It's not going to go against you. At the start, it feels like it does. Like when you're kicking that ball with your left foot, you go, oh, crap. But it's trying, no, man, let's go. The only thing you've got to do is keep your mind in control. Your mind is that, again, that essence that we're talking about. It's something immaterial. Your mind cannot be burnt. Your brain can. Your brain's just an organ. It's like a computer, right? You got a computer, that's your brain. Your mind is a keyboard. Whatever you put in, you're going to get out, right? So if you keep your mind in control through that keyboard, you've got no problem. The rest of the body will do for you, mate. It'll build the muscle, it'll make you think positive, it'll help you become a bit more relaxed, more polite, less problematic, or whatever it may be. You know, you learn that skill. It's a learn. People that are good at that, they have learned that skill, my friends. No one is positive by nature. No one. The brain doesn't work like that. It's actually the other way around. We are negative by nature. The brain is made negative by nature. Why? Because it's more conservative. It conserves our life. That's what conservative is, conserve, to keep the same. So the brain is not interested in big changes or adventure or fun. It's only interested in conserving what you've got. So if I'm standing at the edge of a rock in a lake and I'm going to jump, my brain say, don't jump. It doesn't care about fun. It's thinking you're going to hurt yourself. That's all. I don't give a shit. If I locked myself up in a room like that, my brain would be very happy because I'm not taking any risks. But we know that in order to have a certain amount of happiness and success, we have to take a certain amount of risks in life. Cross the road, build a fire, ask someone out, apologize to someone, go for a job interview, go to an exam that we may fail. Yes, they're risks that we take in life. And the brain gives us anxiety in order not to do it, but it doesn't know that we have to take that risk. Animals don't have that issue. Animals react to the environment. They're much more connected to nature than we are. We go against our nature sometimes. Because why? Because we have a bigger brain and we can rationalize. So no other animal, doesn't matter how smart it is, even a chimpanzee is not going to stand on the edge of a rock going, yeah, she's going to be fun. Sometimes they do that shit, they kind of like roll around and so that's play. They do play as well, but to teach the young how to fight, like, the cubs and that type of stuff. But they rarely do it just for fun. It's more something that we do. That goes against our nature, but we are humans and we have emotions, we have a bigger brain, and therefore we want more things out of our life. We just don't want to reproduce, eat, and sleep. We want other things in our life. Those other things means risks, but it has to be calculated risks. And if we can organize ourselves to have a decent life, that those calculated risks only involve ourselves and doesn't mean that we're going to step on someone else's toes or get ourselves into trouble, that's what a good life is. Because then you don't have to be looking over your shoulder because you don't owe anyone anything. You haven't asked for anything. You've done it yourself. That's where I think the essence, if you like, of life is, to be able to take control of your decisions and take full responsibility and point your finger to yourself when you make a mistake and see how you're going to fix that. Only because you want peace, that's all. And when we get to a certain age, some of you are a lot younger, but you'll find that the older you get, the more peace you want. It's priceless. The more inner peace you want. That's the good thing about getting older. That you start detaching yourself from events outside of you and they don't affect you as much. Why? Because you want inner peace, whether you're a philosopher or not, whether you're very wise or not, it's a natural state to want that.